right, I'm in the weekend round of the East Coast tournament. I'm on the back nine in the weekend round. So on the front nine, I just shot the minimum score we're looking for is -11, and I was able to pick up 3. I was able to get over in 1 and get on in 2 and make a putt for the eagle. But everything else, I had a few super close misses, but just playing flat. I need to pick it up on the back. I think going in, the top score going into this this round was 26, and then there was 23 was actually the score below that. I think there might have been 124, but I'm going to need to shoot at least a minimum of 26. I came in like 13th in tiebreakers, so the higher up I can get, the better. I think realistically, with the way the wind's blowing on 3, that 28 is the score. So I mean, I'd have to shoot a 16 on the back, and it's possible. So I need to start it off on hole number 1, hole number 10 here, and get the ball rolling. Be nice to pick this eagle up. I think I've only got this eagle once all week. All right, let's just go out there and play some one-on-one and have some fun, and we get to pick our clubs. What a deal. I'm going to take my claw, which is at 1.5, or my Saturn at 3.3. And last time I was here, I was in the right spot. I made a bad wind adjustment. I wasn't paying attention. I fell asleep. I made a max wind adjustment of 1.9 per ring on my Saturn when I was at minimum club, which it should be 3.3. So I overdrew it a lot. Want everything on there. It's going to go out 2 rings, and I want to be a ring and a half off that surface down there. And I hit it perfect. Now it's all about the roll out as it comes up to the edge of that shadow. I didn't quite get as much distance as I would like, but I might still be in my short iron range right there, but I doubt it. I think my red line's going to be, I'm going to be kind of like where I was at last time. There's a spot down there that you can get into where you're just not quite able to get it done with your short iron, and you're just a little too far forward for your long iron. And so that's a risk about getting down in there. The goal is to get past that shadow. If you're past that shadow, even a little bit past that shadow, you're in short iron range. And that right there is where you bring a machete, because if on that shot, typically, if you're going to fail, you're going to fail forward. So I am in my claw. Let's see where it goes. Come on, get up there. Whew. I might have just enough. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment on this. So it's 2.5, so it's going to be 2.7. It's 1.5. So we're a little shy of 2 rings. Isn't it perfect? I didn't get my adjustment right at all. I was right there in that in between. If I pushed it forward and got into my Saturn, there's not enough backspin on a Saturn. A Saturn doesn't have max backspin. And I was so close there that I wouldn't have been able to. I would have had to short shoot it. And I don't like to short shoot if I can help it. That type of shot right there, you can short shoot that shot and have confidence that even if you over short shoot it, you're still fine. There's one of the other holes in this tournament right here. I short shot. It was one of the par 3s. It's hole number 7, not par 3. I short shot that earlier in the week, and I was like right on the verge there and forgot that I was in minimum club. So short shooting 1 ring in minimum club And I clipped that rough and got stuck in it. Good shot. I'm just going to come out and play. I'm going to record all 9 holes at once and just talk on playing and just try and shoot my round. I really want to try and pick some stuff up, so I need to get into a rhythm. So if I sound like I'm babbling, I'm just talking to myself. I like talking to you guys. I like shooting the videos for you guys, and I'm glad. I'm so excited that you guys are excited about the videos. So I really appreciate everybody watching the channel, and I probably don't say it enough, but you guys are awesome. I created the channel so I could teach Scooby how to do the wind ring method, and he's not a fan of the wind ring method, but a lot of you are. So Scooby is off for the winter. He's got some side stuff that he does, but he's off for the winter. All right, where are we at here? Hole number 10. We're still at 13 on hole number 11. One hole at a time. Forget about anything that's happened beforehand. Just move on to the next hole. All right. I am going at this. The Guardian and a Katana. All right, here we go. I'm going to move off about half the clear ring. Wonka goes first. Wonka is with the One Shot Away clan. Let's check him out. 696 million won. 2 bronzes. 5,900 games. Played a few games. Played a lot of upper level games. I've only won 196 million because I've only played up to Tour 7. So you can tell a lot about how much somebody's played by how many games they have and how much coin they've earned. Their goal is to get up to Tour 9 and 10, Tour 8, 9, and 10, so they can get better club cards in their chests and develop these clubs a lot faster. Definitely develop your clubs a lot faster when you're up at Tour 8, 9, and 10. And when you get to that point, you want to work on your clubs for a long time. Work on your clubs so your clubs are up there. When you make that jump to go up, you want to make sure you have your disadvantage is not clubs. Okay, we're at 4. Then I'm going to come off of this about half my clear ring. 4-3. It's 1.2. There's 3-6. Always about that much. Maximum curl. And I hit it great, I think. One ring great to the right, which in this situation is actually better for me because I've been in and up. I'm getting closer to the hole, but the deal is I know when I finally get the trajectory right, I'm going to be a little short. And short's difficult because if you take off some of the backspin, and add on a little bit of topspin, or it gets difficult at that point. But I haven't found the right trajectory. This is such a low percentage hole. The thing I like about that shot is that you're always close. And you can work on that during the weekend. You can get lucky and drop one and get a hole in one, but you're always close on it. I've only screwed it up once this week, just dinking around trying to find a better way to, a better angle. The goal of going to these par 3s is to get here birdie and go home. This par 3 right here has the one we just did has, in my opinion, a very low percentage hole in one, but this one right here is not bad. The last par 3, you definitely have a shot at hole in one. Good luck. Somebody forfeited back to me. I love it. All right, that was hole number 11. Hole number 11 of the East Coast Tournament. All right, we're on hole number 12 of the East Coast Tournament. Hole number 12. Hey, come on. All right, we're back on this par 3. Or this par 5. Excuse me. I'm coming at it. I have a bag set up just for this, I believe. All those clubs right there. And the power 5 ball. No wind. Yeah, I got an extra mile, a big dog, going straight at it, trying to get in the big dog range. And either way, I'm in my big dog range. I'm either in my big dog range or I'm in my Nirvana range. And if I'm in my Nirvana, I'm going towards Hornet. And if I'm on my big dog, I'm going towards the green. We really need to pick up the eagle right here. This is a must eagle hole. If I want to stay on track and have any shot at being up at the top to get a banner. My sponsor likes it when I stand on the podium, so going for a win. And this hole might get me in the right direction. Right, everything on it. Going out in that direction. The wind's going to push me. Let's get out here where we can see it. The wind's pushing me out towards the narrow spot. I'm in about the middle of the fairway, so to get back over there, a little bit of curl. Hit a one ring great to the right. And I got way down there, but I think I'm off trajectory. Get over there! Get over there! Look at all of that green, that fairway to the left of where I'm at. Just a little teeny bit. That wind, look how deep I am in there if I had been just a little bit to the left. That's all right. The deal is that shot right there can get you on and two, but there's still an absolutely dead serious eagle shot on this with a Hornet. And so now I'm in my secondary shot. So I didn't make the first one. No reason to cry over spilt milk. Now my deal is I want to get up there as far as I can with my Nirvana so I can get in deep into my short iron range. And I got way up there. I don't need to get up there that deep. That's the deal. I think if I go for it up there, I might actually end up jinking myself up. So I'm just going to go right there, and that's 2 rings. Hit it about 2 rings great to the left. And that'll put me in short iron range right there. So my short iron, my secondary way of coming at it, so I've got a 1.1, 1.9, 2.2. And I'm doing a 10% wind adjustment. All right. I think I'm in mid club. So I think I'm at 1.9 per ring from right there where I'm at. Very nice. Nice shot. They took the risk that I wasn't willing to take, and they're definitely up in there. Okay, so there's max. There's min, so I'm right at mid. So I'm at 1.9 per ring, and I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment. So it's 5, 6. It's 1.9. There's 2, 4, 6. I'm going to do a 3 ring pull. Yeah, and I hit great. I just looked away. And I've been short every time I've hit this the last few times. I need to run that ball guide all the way through there. That ball guide looks like it disappears, it appears, and then it disappears. And it seems like up to this point, it's been, even when it disappears, it's still rolling through there. Today, it's definitely not rolling through. It's stopping where it shows that it's stopping. That was a very poor shot at it. The deal is that shot wasn't the one that caused me the problems, and the shot before it wasn't the one that caused me the problems. It all boiled down to I blew the drive. I had plenty of distance there if I would have been. I had plenty of distance if I'd have been on trajectory. I just got it wrong, and I hit it perfect. That's what's really crappy about it. I hate it when I hit a perfect shot and it doesn't go, like it's not like totally in the clear. I mean, if I hit it great to the left or the right and it doesn't go where it's supposed to go, that's one thing. But when I hit it perfect, it's supposed to go in the fairway. Even though I screwed that shot up, I will say this. If you come to a hole like that and you get out there and don't get where you want with that par 5, you have to think ahead of where you're at. Like, am I in a spot where I can make it? Was it worth the risk versus reward? And on that hole, it's definitely worth the risk, because the reward is if you make it. But the other thing is, if you don't make it and you have Nirvana, you can get way up in that hole and you can get into your short iron range. Whereas if you lay up at the top, you can't. It's very difficult to get down into that short iron range. So there's a secondary thing in making sure that you bring the right clubs for it so that you can try that shot. All right, that was hole number 12 of the East Coast Tournament. Hole number 13 of the East Coast Tournament. All right, we have an eagle shot here. Need to pick something up. Just playing flat. I got up this morning and I played my practice account and I was playing like totally flat in it too. Just couldn't get anything rolling. Just shot the minimum score minus 22. I'm taking a rock. I'm taking my rock bag. I want a rock sniper hornet. I'm looking for rock and hornet. That's it. One of my teammates, Mike D, has I think he's getting one. He's got several clubs that are higher level than mine. That on some of these holes where you're kind of coming in at it, there's going to be some opportunities to pop that club into the bag, like the B52 for your long iron. All right, let's see what my opponent does. All right, they have a rock, which I like, but the rock at level 7 doesn't get its distance. It doesn't get its final distance. Right now, it's about the same as a quarterback. It's actually a little right in that neighborhood. I think it's like a couple more. And they're giving the rock 5 extra yards, so that's awesome. I'm going to get down into this neighborhood. Max, I'm going to do about 1. We're 3 rings off. I'm going to put some curl to bring it away from that fairway and wrap it around the tree. Hitting it perfect. That's a good spot right there. Good spot. All right, I'm with my hornet. I got to pick a number, because if I'm in between the mid and the max, I got to pick a number. And I normally hit 1.5 per ring. And I know in one-on-one, I don't normally come to this hole and use a wind ring adjustment. But I am going to do, everything's been going off, so I am going to add 10% on. But if I'm in mid club, I'm just going to pick 1.5 per ring. That's what I normally play. All right. All right, I'm in front of it. So I'm more towards my max number. So I'm just going to hit my max number, which is 1.1. I'm going to add on 10%, so that's going to be 3.7. That's 1.1. There's 3.3. That leaves me 3. So it's about 3.25. No, and I hit it great to the right. Oh, and that would have been awesome right there. That was dead on. I think I finally got the adjustment right on that at the very end of the week and didn't hit it perfect when I finally got it right. I was finally in the right spot of my club. I've been trying to eke out farther out into that fairway so that it seems like when the red line's right at the cup, that middle, like when you pull it back, you're in between mid club and max club, but it wants to hit more towards max because max is right at the cup. And so it's like, where does the max number end? Is it only when you're at the red line, or is there got a depth to it? So normally when I'm in the middle like that on my Hornet, I hit 1.5. But it's earlier in the week it wasn't working, and it wasn't working because I needed to make that slight little wind adjustment. And that's because of how the wind is rolling right now. If the wind was going in a different direction, we'd be getting we may need to make some other adjustment. I'm on 14. It's a par 3. Taking a Saturn. We may even need to make some other adjustment on it because of that wind. That's why if you look at your notes from some previous tournament, those notes may, like the ball and the club and that stuff may be the same, but as far as like those minute little wind adjustments at the end, why they may not work is because, okay, I've been using a Navigator, which is a 1 power, 1 side spin, 2 ball. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. I'm going to use a carnival ball in it. I'm not using any side spin, so I'm going to take a Saturn. Open up a pin chest. I think that's the last one. All right. Rebel Spirit. And to pick it up right here. Need to get lucky on one of these types of holes to get some momentum going. I mean, I'm not having a bad round. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the round. It's just I'm just not getting those little pickups. I'm going to go right behind it, a little bit farther behind it. It's 2.2. I'm going to do a 20%, so that's 2.6. It's 1.9. About a ring in the third. Hitting it perfect. And not enough suck back to get to it. And that was like right on track. I think when it came down that hill, I would have missed it to the left, but and I moved it that little teeny bit back behind the hole. There's a little flat area up there. If you hit it just right, the backspin will engage that flat. It'll engage on that flat area, and it will actually bring it back towards the cup. But if you get too far back there, it responds different. That right there is probably the best way to come at it to get a hole-in-one, is to come at it down there with your backbone and try and bring it off that little hillside and swing it back around. Anytime you do these backspin shots, they're low percentage. I mean, you're always close, which is one of the reasons why I like to do it, because I do get hole-in-ones on them, and not all of the par threes do I do that type of shot, but these ones where you usually see these backspin shots all the time is because these are low percentage shots to begin with, and that backspin shot gives me that type of putt every time, and my opponent purposely missed that. Irritated they didn't get the hole-in-one. All right, dude. That wasn't too smart. All right, we're on hole number 15. Let's just roll through it. Hole number 15. What is hole number 15? All right. I did put myself almost in the right spot last time. And I'm gonna take this bag right here. It's got all of my backspin stuff in it. I'm gonna take a Quasar, 1 power. Need that wind. Let's think about that. 1 power, 2 side spin. I can take the wind out on the drive. So if I leave the wind in, but I bring a bigger 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. So if I bring a carnival ball, I should be able to do the same thing I've been doing. I've got all my backspin clubs. Cut that wind down a little bit if I can get out there, if I can get the backspin stuff right, and stick the club. Let's open up the chest. Still working on big toppers, so I'm working gold chests while I'm down here, working the epics. I used the Horizon for a long time when I first started playing. The Horizon is like the big topper. So in your woods, especially like if you go up, like, and I think the Horizon was one of the clubs that they added onto it. And I'm not sure what they added on, but the Horizon, when you get, especially as you get it up in levels, if you're playing in the upper divisions, it can fill that gap. It's a good club to explore for some of that stuff. I'm going to go right at it. I'm going to leave the wind in, doing about 2 backspin, 2 full backspin. And I almost caught all of it. And that'll put me in a perfect wood shot. That's actually not bad. Watch, perfect shot at it with my wood. Perfect. The only time all week I've been in that perfect spot is when I came through and I clipped the rough right there. And so it's not a bad thing to clip the rough right there because it actually puts you in a spot. If you come here and you have whatever kind of wind that's non-favorable, or you can't remember that shot right there, this shot down here going straight forward, if you have a big dog, if you have a big dog as your secondary club, and you're going to need as big a ball as you can, but you can get up there even with a Marlin. If you do a max overpower shot with a big dog, you can go a mile, because that club's got tons of topspin and tons of power. You have no idea where it's going to go. Yeah. All right. Go straight at it. It's 1.2 per ring. So there's 2, 4. The perfect 2-ring pool. And I hit it great to the left. And it went straight great to the left. Now, it would have been well played if I'd have hit that perfect. So we could have at least seen it, and I could have went, whether it was a heartbreaker or not. I'll never know whether that shot would have went in. Oh! All week long, and that was the shot that I was trying to set up all week long, and finally got it on the back 9 and didn't capitalize on it. If I hit it perfect and I make a bad, if I go back and I look at it, that video, and I made a bad wind adjustment, it's that's just making adjustments on the fly. You've got 30 seconds to make these adjustments and think about the math and do the deal. But if you don't hit it perfect, you did all that work. You gotta have your perfect timing down. I need to go back to snapping them off on the third time. It comes through. Sometimes if I know that the clock's down, I can release on that first time and catch perfects quite often. A lot of times I won't get in a perfect rhythm, and I'll switch and I'll start hitting it when the needle's going from the right to the left to try and get it back on track. Good game. Good luck in the tournament. All right. 16, 17, and 18. And I like all 3 of these holes. So all 3 of these holes provide opportunities to pick something up. And this hole right here, I'm going to hole-in-one this one more time this week. I've hole-in-one this twice this week. In my practice account, I hole-in-one it both times through in the opening round. And I'm going to I've been bringing a Quasar, which is the 121. I'm going to bring 125. I think I'm going to bring a 134 because I think that extra side spin will help me. I'm going to bring a popcorn ball. I'm going to take I don't have one in any bag. A rocket. Rocket! Yeah! All right. And I'm still working these chests. Still looking for big toppers. I'm trying to get my big topper maxed out. Yeah, tonight after I get done playing, I'm gonna chill out and watch some TV. I'm gonna watch the NASCAR race, and I'm gonna check out the club stuff, and then I may shoot a video tonight. Or tomorrow morning, and talk about the club updates. Two, 3, it's 1, 4. That's 2, 8. 3 and a little from that. No. Great to the right. Oh! The way I've been hitting it on this hole, though, it's great to the right. It's probably had a better shot. Just picking up one just shooting the minimum. This is the type of tournaments that this is. It's just that it's tough to pick up. You have an opportunity on every one of these holes, but they're just at the right distance, and there's enough movement on the course that it's really hard to pick up shots. And when you come into them, when you're shooting this shot right here, you have to hit it perfect. Just like my opponent, like they have a shot right here. I mean, if they set that up right, they have a serious shot of it going in the hole. And just missed it on the outside. So that's the deal, is catching that break, and when you hit those perfect. I have confidence that a lot of the shots that I don't hit perfect, if I would have hit them perfect, they would have went in the hole. At the beginning of the week, I was hitting a lot of perfects. And so I was able to make adjustments and get right on top of it. And ever since I've made those adjustments, now I can't hit it perfect. All right, it's a draw. Let's see which hole we're getting. I will forfeit. I don't want to waste any hole-in-ones. I don't want to waste any effort until I get on hole number 18. And if we go to a shootout, I can shoot that one just to see if I can leave a winner. Ooh, almost went to hole number 17 and didn't take my stuff. What was I thinking? I was just playing. I'm sure I have a bag that'll work on this. It's a rock and a QB, or a rock and a sniper. I'm using a Kingmaker. I'm doing a 20% wind adjustment. Kingmaker. Clubs. I want to take my rock bag. Rock, sniper. That's all I need. Rock, sniper, Kingmaker. There's a pretty serious eagle shot on this if you can get the drive down. It's definitely a one shot at a time. You have to get past this drive to get into the perfect spot. So the deal is that you can decide what club you want to hit into and what you want to do, and then just find a spot out there to set up that you can get into that area. Okay, so we're doing max and about one and a sliver of top spin. Down to that, 2.2. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. I'm trying to just end up dead center in the middle of that fairway, right there. And I'm pretty sure if I move that out at least a ring, maybe a ring and a half, and put on max topspin, it would just bleed right through that. But if I started hitting greats to the left or the right, it may clip the rough. See if my opponent can, where they're going. You got 100%. If you got a level 7 extra mile, you got a quarterback that's probably level 8 or 9 because it's a common Tour 4 club. And the deal is not about that you can't get out there with your extra mile. It's that when you hit a great to the left or the right, it goes way great to the left or the right. Nice shot. That'll work. I want to be 3 rings off. Let me go right at it. That tail to bleed through a little. I've been a little short the last couple times. Do a 20%, so that's 282. That's 32. 33. somewhere in that neighborhood. Hitting it perfect. Come on, man. Get in the hole. Just a little bit to the left. I've been right all week. If I'd had that right at the cup, it would have been right on the edge, but I still don't think it would have went in. Every shot I've taken here this week has ended up to the right. I think I made it once or twice. But it was early on, like either in the practice round or in the qualifying rounds. But every other shot's been to the right, so I've been trying to work that to the left. And I took a swing at it at the 20%. 10 might have been better. All right, we got a birdie. I have no idea where we're at. I haven't been looking. I've just been playing. We're on track right now for a 23. 23 is just not going to get it done. Got to pick something up. And we're down to the last hole. So it's like every tournament, you get down to the last hole. That's what it's all about. You get down to the last hole. Sometimes you're on top. So all you got to do is go in there and shoot the eagle. But a lot of times it just comes down to that one shot. So you get on that last hole, and if you can shoot an Albie, where it changes as far as your real estate in the bracket is big. All right. Good luck in the tournament. Moving up to 23rd. All right, so I'm in the mid of a bunch of 21s right here. So if I pick up the eagle here moving forward, it's probably, I don't even know if that's top 10. So it might be high top 10s, but it's probably early teens, like 11, like 12, let's say 13, 12, 13, right in that neighborhood. That's not good. I got to pick up a shot here. All right, let's go look at this hole. I know the drive is a pure setup, and what I really want to take is a kingmaker, because I really want to cut the wind down as much as I can on the second shot. So I need a ball that's got, I think I found the ball because of where I'm landing. Even though it doesn't have as much side spin as what I'm using, I still think I can get away with it. If I switch this up to a quarterback, I take a sniper, I take this mummy ball. So the mummy ball has one less side spin, but it does cut the wind down on both of those shots. So I'm going to take that bag right there. All right, we just need to get an Albie. I go first. I'm going to be off at the red line just a titch, right at it. Couple top spin. Okay, 1.9. It's about a 2-ring pool. Maximum side spin or maximum curl. Hit a 1-ring grade on the inside. Oh no. Okay, good. Whew. Sometimes there's a flat spot down there and it can get that skip and roll and slide all the way off. That is absolutely perfect. And I'm actually going to be in mid sniper, so I'm going to be at 1.2 per ring. And I'm going to go a little more right at it so that I can put a little bit of left-hand side spin on it. I'm going to go right at it. See if my opponent can get it in. I'll be quiet. I won't talk. Hitting it good to the right is not good. Take a big risk ending up in that sand or that. Oh, excellent. You might be able to get on from there. Okay, you can see I'm way up here in my sniper range. So I'm going to get up here 2 rings off. I'm going to go right at it. .1 per ring. Do a slight little overpull. Trying to hit it perfect. And I hit it great to the right. All day long, everything's been great to the right. So that's like the perfect deal. And they've ended up just like that. I've had so many shots end up just like that. But I hit them perfect. I have no idea if that would have went in the cup, but that would have been a whole lot closer than where I hit it. Oh, it's one of those great to the right, great to the right, great to the right days. My opponent can get on there. If they did max curl and they really went for that shot, they can get up there. I would have tried to blast my way through the sand instead of hitting so far away. I would have went for the sand and tried to hit onto the other side with all that curl and tried to whip it so that if it hit the sand, it would fly out. All right, eagle. So I ended up with the absolutely clean round and I picked up 3. Picked up hole number 3. So that was the only thing I picked up and shot at 23. And I know going into the round that the top score was a 26. So I know that there's a bunch of people in the weekend round because the wind was high enough on hole number 3 that people could get over with 5 power balls. So I know that the scores in the weekend round here are going to be, there's going to be a lot more of those big scores than there was in the opening round. So I'll be lucky if I can get a top 10, which is really a bummer because that whole deal of being a top 10 player. All right. Good luck in the tournament. Let's go see how bad this was. Wow, it did move me into the top 10. And I came in pretty weak in tiebreakers. I was only like 13th in tiebreakers. So you can see there's some 23s above me. Takes a 23 or better just to get into the top 10. But the minimum score starts at 11 and goes to 20. So just shooting the minimum score, you're looking at pretty solid finishes. Let's see how many people have played before we go up to the top. So we got 16, 17, 18. That's 3. So we're looking at a 22 here. If they can make 9, which they didn't on the front. So we're looking at another minimum score. Got another 18 here. 19, 20, 21. I might be able to pick one up and get up to the minimum. A lot of people playing towards that level. We get down where we got some people that haven't finished. So we still have about 25 or so that haven't finished. Let's see what's up at the top. All right, let's see what's up at the top. Let's see how I think before we go up to the top, I think that the person at the top's got a 28 or a 29, and that there's there's probably somebody that's higher than 26, and then there's somebody at 25 or 26, and maybe one or two 24s. Let's see, 23 at fifth, 24 at fourth, 24, 24. Wow, just one extra shot. Let's see if I'd had any of these guys in tiebreakers. I'd had them in tiebreakers. That would have put me in fourth. I had them in tiebreakers. No, they had me. They shot a 22. They shot the minimum. I came in weak in tiebreaker. So right now, the highest that I could be if I'd have picked up just one would have been fourth. And the winner is 30, minus 30. And this person came in with a minus 26. They were at the top of the bracket to start off with. Look at what they did when they came in. I don't know if that's a tactic in order for bracket. At the plus one. There was a lot of people that came into this bracket that had banners, but this person was definitely at the top, and they've got more. They've got how many? Well, let's see how many golds they got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 gold brackets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silvers and 1 bronze. 650 million earned, and they haven't been playing in a lot of tournaments. So they've won something. They've won 2 pro tournaments and silvered and bronzed in pro. A really good player, really good. That's awesome. You want to go against people like this. But look at that round. That's awesome. That is on fire right there. That's getting it done. My goal was minus 28. I figured if I got beat at minus 28 and I went in with a minus 28, then I got beat. So if I'd have shot what I wanted to shoot, I would have got beat. And that's an awesome score right there. Congratulations to Taka. These people here are still, it's the second place and below is still in question because of people at the bottom. There's a lot of people that just wait until the end and then they get on and play. So you never know what it's going to work out to. But it looks like this could be a solid top 10. So once again, my minimum goal is to always be a top 10 player. But I'm always looking for these banners up at the top. And obviously I would rather see a win than anything else. But I don't know that if I'd have played as good as I could have this week that I could have beat that minus 30. That is an awesome score. Awesome. All right, that was the weekend round of the East Coast tournament. All right, we're going to see where we ended up in the East Coast tournament. The weekend round is over, and I was only able to pick one up. Wasn't able to get any luck going on him. Was just not on a perfect run. I think I may have hit like 1 or 2 shots going into the green perfect all day, and was only able to pick up hole number 3. And everything else was just pretty flat. So you can't expect much better than a top 10 when you shoot like that. And the player at the top shooting a minus 30, that's a monster score. And my goal going in was a 28. Anything better than a 26, looking for a banner, but just a couple shots short. That's how it rolls. Ending up 8th. Let's see if we can get any big toppers in our prize chest. That's what I'm looking for. Top 10 banner in the East Coast tournament. Getting some coins. Getting some clan points. Some rocket. Apache. Extra mile. Okay, should be getting close to one of the epics. We're only going to get 1 epic this time. Big topper, 12 cards for it. That's what I'm talking about. Getting those big topper cards, trying to work it towards max. So I've been lucky the last 3 or 4 tournaments I've gotten big topper cards and working it up. Picking up some Titans to make up for all the ones I used this week. I think I used about 30. that's pretty much where we ended up as far as the tournament goes. Let's just roll these chats and get them rolling. And there, look at it one more time. That's not where I wanted to be. Remember how to play here. All right, so that was an 8th place finish. And congratulations to all the people at the top of the clan. Taka, very winning. 16, 19 rookie trophies and 2 pro. So very good banners. Very good sporting some stuff there. All right, that's how the East Coast tournament worked out. Thanks for watching, and my clan did awesome this week. We've got 3 people in my clan actually won the tournament, and we had a bunch of people ending up in the raised our stuff up to the top 5. So we will be moving on. Just looking at all the scores, we've got top 20, Kyle, Green Cheese, Dunner, Guest, 675. And who got top 20s, top 10s, 77. Joe Golf, 99. Keith, Terry, top 5s, Mike D, AAA, Jacqueezy, and Eric. And we had 3 winners this week, Eco, Jake, and Jaker down here at the bottom. 3 winners, so had a really good tournament for the clan. A lot of really good rounds by everybody, and so clan's doing awesome. And hopefully everybody had a great tournament, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.